Hello everyone, всем привет, Oksana here, welcome to my channel. Yes, it's Russian. So in this video we are going to learn a new Russian verb of a very popular use, and that verb is работать. Работать. This verb means to work, and of course, just as in English, to work is a very commonly used verb. So in today's video we're going to learn the present tense conjugation of this verb, because naturally the verbs in Russian have to be conjugated accordingly, and we'll also read and look at some examples of how this verb is used in a sentence. So here you can see the different forms of this verb работать, to work, according to the conjugation in the present tense. So to conjugate a Russian verb, you have to change its ending. So the stem of the verb, in this case the stem is работа, without the ending t, which is the indicative of the infinitive form. So that is the infinitive form which can be found in the dictionary. So you have to drop the t ending and to add the ending which corresponds to the correct conjugation form. So let us go over them. And for ease, I'm using the pronouns. And of course, when using this verb in a sentence, you can substitute the pronouns with corresponding nouns. So the left side is the singular forms and the right side is the plural forms. So for the singular we have я работаю, meaning I work. So you see that the ending here is you. Работаю, работа is the stem, it stays the same, and we're adding the ending you. Next is ты работаешь, you work, or you are working, depending on the context, of course. So ты работаешь, you work, or you are working. So this phrase can be used in the second person conjugation form when addressing a person informally, you, informal way of addressing a person. And here we can see that the ending is ешь, работа plus ешь, работаешь. Next, он, она, he or she, работает, he or she works, or he or she is working. So here the ending is ет. That was all of the singular forms of the conjugation of the verb работать. Next we see the plural. The plural is first мы работаем, we work, or we are working, and the ending here is ем, работа plus ем, работаем, we. Next we have you, which is вы работаете, you work, or you are working. And this form is used when addressing a single person formally, in a formal way, or when addressing a group of people, like more than one. Вы. You work, or you are working, with each. It is вы работаете. The ending is ете. Работа plus ете, работаете. And the last is они работают, they work, or they are working. So the ending here is ют, работа plus ют, работают. So I'm using the pronouns here for our ease, but you can substitute them with the nouns of the corresponding form. Like for example, for он, она работает, we can use the TV. TV can work, or TV cannot work. Like телевизор работает, like the TV works, or телевизор не работает. Телевизор can be substituted with the pronoun he or she. In that case, телевизор is a noun of a masculine gender, so we're substituted it with the pronoun он of the masculine gender. And that's why we're using this form работает. So here you can see this example written down. Мой телевизор не работает. Мой телевизор means my TV, and it can be substituted with the pronoun on. And for this pronoun on, we have the form работает, so we're using that. And to say that, to use a negation, we are putting the word не in front of the verb, so we're getting the negative form. So мой телевизор не работает means my TV doesn't work. My TV doesn't work. Next, you can use the verb работать when saying that you work as somebody, that you work at some like when mentioning your profession, like you work as somebody. Like I'm working as a teacher. So that is this sentence translated into Russian. Я работаю учителем. Я, of course, is the first person pronoun, and the corresponding form to it is работаю. So я работаю meaning I work as a teacher is учителем. So this is the form of the noun учитель, which is teacher in Russian, and here it is used in the special case form, and that we'll be learning later. But for now, I'm just giving you an example how the verb работать can be used in Russian language. So you can tell that you work as somebody, and for that you will have to use your profession as a noun in a special case form, changing its ending. So я работаю учителем means I work as a teacher. Next, you can also use the verb работать to say that you are working at some place, like you're working somewhere. And this is the example for that. Моя подруга работает в школе. Моя подруга, she can be substituted with the pronoun она, and the corresponding form of the verb работать is работает for that pronoun. Она работает, and в школе means at school. Школа means school in a special case form again. So just remember that combination. В школе means at school. So my friend, моя подруга, работает, works в школе at school. You can also make a question asking where a person works, and for that you have to use an interrogative word где, which means where. And in Russian, you don't have to use the verb form do or does. You just put this interrogative word at the beginning of the sentence and continue with the normal sentence order using the noun, the subject first, and then the verb. So, где вы работаете? Where do you work? So basically, it roughly means where you work. So that is how the question form is formed in Russian without the help of the forms do or does. So you're saying where you work. You just have to use the correct intonation. Where, где вы работаете? Где вы работаете? So your intonation have to go higher at the ending of this question. Где вы работаете? Где вы работаете? Something like that. And here is the pronoun вы. It can mean either a single person, who are you addressing formally, or it can mean a group of people who you can be addressing either formally or informally. It depends, but in that case it is plural, so you're using the pronoun вы. Где вы работаете? Вы corresponds to the form работаете of the verb работать. And of course it is the present tense. So где вы работаете means where do you work. Here is another example for you, which is мы работаем каждый день. Каждый день means every day, so you can guess that it means we work every day. Мы, we, so the verb for that form is работаем. Мы работаем, like we, a group of people in plural. Мы работаем каждый день. We work every day. Каждый день, every day. It will be cool if you remember that phrase as well. Каждый день. It is very commonly used. Another example with the question here. Ты завтра работаешь? Ты завтра работаешь? Завтра means tomorrow, so ты meaning you in an informal way addressing a single person. You, tomorrow, work. Ты работаешь, that is the correct form corresponding to this pronoun. Работать, работаешь with ты работаешь. So roughly it can be translated as you tomorrow work. So in English it will be do you work tomorrow, but that is how the question is formed in Russian. You can also put this word завтра, tomorrow, in any part of the sentence and the meaning will not be changed. You can say завтра ты работаешь? Завтра ты работаешь? It can be like if you are putting the accent on the word tomorrow. Завтра ты работаешь? Tomorrow do you work? So that is how it can be roughly translated into English. It can be like this. Ты завтра работаешь? Do you work tomorrow? And you can also put it in the end. Ты работаешь завтра? Do you work tomorrow? So either way, the meaning stays the same, so it will not be a mistake if you put this word завтра in any part of the sentence. But just remember that you have to give it a correct intonation. So your intonation has to go up when you are saying this question. Ты завтра работаешь? Ты завтра работаешь? Or завтра ты работаешь? Or ты работаешь завтра? So it all stays the same as do you work tomorrow? So that is another example with the conjugation form of the verb работать with ты работаешь, you work. And let's read the last example for this video, which is this one. Они работают на заводе. Again, we're saying that somebody works somewhere. So они работают means they work. На заводе means at the factory. So that is also a set expression meaning at the factory. На заводе. Завод is factory, and that is the special form of this noun that is translated at the factory. So они работают на заводе. They work at the factory. So that is all for this video lesson. I hope you grasped the idea of how this verb работать, meaning to work, can be used in Russian sentences. And I highly encourage you to memorize the present tense conjugation of this verb. It will be a great step up in your studies because naturally, like in English, the verb работать or to work is quite often used in Russian speech, and it will be very useful for you to learn this verb because there are also a lot of different forms of it using the different prepositions, prefixes, so it can be like работать is like the default form. There can be also like поработать, заработать, отработать. So there are a lot, and please don't be afraid of it. They are quite easy to grasp, but we'll talk about them in my future lessons. So to not miss out on them, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also give your likes to this video if you liked it. And if you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the commentary section under the video. I'll answer all of them, and I hope I will be helpful. So thank you for watching. Please stay safe, and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Goodbye.